So my parents both come from Northern Ireland, and I was born there, and I moved to Canada. So this is uh, this is where I live. I live in the Treaty 7 area in Canada, and the person who negotiated that treaty was Chief Crowfoot. Here he is in 1884. Like most of these treaties, it didn't go so well. But we have to thank Chief Crowfoot for not joining the Louis Riel Rebellion, and that's not because he didn't sympathize with the very legitimate complaints of the Louis Riel Rebellion, but because he accurately assessed that the chances of winning were very small. And so that's the background in my part of the world. Today, you guys are all over the map from grade 1 to grade 11. So I spend my time designing puzzles. They're on mathpickle.com. And what I'm looking to do with the puzzles that I design is to address a very wide spectrum of students. I spend time in elementary school classrooms. I'm not a teacher, but I spend time teaching elementary school children about 20% of my time. And then 80% of my time, I'm designing puzzles. So these puzzles, I think that you're going to find, whether you're in grade 1 or grade 11, you're going to find something in here. So let's jump in to this one here. This one is, this is some graph paper, and I'm actually going to get you guys to, I'm going to send this link. So now everyone will have the link, and we're all going to jump into this activity. I'm going to do breakout rooms in a second here. So let's just see how this activity works. I am going to treat you guys now like my grade 2 classroom, and I don't explain the rules to kids. Rules are often boring as heck for if you're a exuberant little kid. You don't want to have rule number 1, rule number 2, rule number 3. So instead of doing that, I want to give an emotional failure to the class as a whole. So you guys don't know the rules, so of course you're going to fail. So here we're going to go. And I am going to get this up here so I can see everybody. Okay. Henry Fowler, tell me when you want me to stop. I'm going to start here. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. So tell me how long you want this line to be, Henry. I can keep on going. I can make it a little 1 line. I can make it 2, 3.
Stop.
Stop. Okay. So we've got a 3 here. Perfelia. Tell me how you pronounce your name. Sorry. Perfelia Zoni.
It's Perfilia. Yeah, you pronounce it.
Okay. So I'll tell you a little bit more. You're trying to create rooms. This is a blueprint for your home or for your school. So you're trying to create rooms. So go ahead. Tell me what else you want me to do here. I can go down. All of the walls that I'm making for this school, all of the walls have to be either east-west or north-south. So I can't go like this. Okay, so this isn't acceptable. So nice right angle, boring rooms that we're going to be making. So go ahead. How far do you want me to go down here?
I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, I'm sharing my screen.
You are sharing your screen, so it's at her end.
Okay.
We can see it.
Okay, I clicked on your link, so maybe that's it.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so yeah, hold off on the link just until we are going into breakout rooms. I shouldn't have sent it until we were off to our breakout rooms. So if you can come back to the Zoom session.
I see it
Okay.
now.
Okay. So yeah, we're trying to just make some rooms here, and so you can tell me when to stop. You can tell me what size of rooms. And if I was in the classroom and children are finding it awkward, I would say, okay, what color of room do we want? So all of these reasonable ways to get involved. So go ahead, Perfilia. What size of room? Do you want a 1x3? Do you want to make a
3x3?
3x3? Okay, there we go. Here's a 3x3. And Joanne, go ahead. Joanne, tell me what other rooms, and then I'm going to stop and we're going to talk about how good this is. So Joanne Smith, go for it. Yeah.
Put a 2x5 on the right side of the one you just drew.
Okay, 2x5. Okay. So this is an example of an okay experience for a school. And it's okay because all of the rooms have got different sizes. You've got a room here of size 3. You've got a room here of size 9. You've got a room here of size 10. So we're pretty happy here. But we can do better. And the way you do better is that you have a room of size 1, a room of size 2. You've already got 3. We need a room of size 4, of 5 and 6, of 7 and 8, and now we've got 9 and 10. So yeah, we're going to try to create rooms of all of these different sizes. So for example, if I did this, then what size is that? That's 3, 6, 7, 8. So this would be now be a size 8 room, a size 9, a size 10. So a little bit better. I want to have all of the room sizes. I want to have them only once each. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing. I'm going to erase this. We're not going to do a simple one. I only want rooms 1, 2, and 3. So Delana Farley, go ahead. Tell me what you want me to do here. People can annotate as well. Anyone who knows how to annotate, you are welcome to annotate on this board right now. And we will come up with the final rule in just a second.
Maybe 5 blocks and 5 blocks vertically.
Okay, oops, I went too far. And okay, 5 vertically. Okay, and so I'm going to complete what might be a 1. Oh, that's a 4. Okay, 3, and here is a 2. Okay, so based on your template, I made a 1, 2, 3, 4 school. So it looks pretty good. How do you score your school? You score it by the number of walls that you had to use. You and your kids are lazy architects, and you have to make this school with as few walls as possible. This school has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 horizontal walls, 6, 7, 8, 9 vertical. So 9 altogether, 9 walls altogether. So that's your task. Try to come up with some kind of cool school. It has to look cool. Some kind of cool school that has got as few walls as possible. Okay. Any questions before we do breakout rooms? I'm going to do pretty big breakout rooms. You will be able to share your screen and discuss it together. This is going to be the first breakout will just be really fast. We'll just go in. You'll have 2 minutes to just come up with some ideas. Then I'll pull you back just in case you've got any big questions for the group. Okay. Any questions before we go? Okay, so you've got your virtual graph paper there. Can it be an octagon shape? So this is a question that Marge asked. And the answer is that you are not allowed to have this kind of shape here because this is a heptagon, not an octagon. I should have had a line here. But you're not allowed to have that because none of our walls can be diagonals on this wallpaper, on this graph. Okay. So
I suspect they might be able to keep within that rule and still make an octagon if you think about it.
oh yes, you're right. So
Don't show them the answer, make them figure it out.
yeah. You could, but you're probably right. Yeah, you can't have the diagonals, but you could find other ways to make it. And Dave, I'm going to put you on the spot, Dave. Okay, you go and give your best answer now. Tell me, can you annotate, Dave? Do you know how?
So what do you?
I want you to do better than this. So this here we've got a score of 9.
You're counting the number of walls.
The number of walls, yeah, and you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. So can you do better than a score of 9, Dave?
With a total, and what you need is the number of rooms is fixed, or the area.
The number, you've got rooms of size 1, 2, 3, and 4.
One,
and you're
two,
going to use
three.
less walls than 9, Dave. Okay?
Okay.
Less walls than 9.
1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. So I will put the 3 and the 4 next. So I'll put the 3 and the 4, the 2 and the 3 together in a line, and then the 1 and the 4 together in a line.
Okay, so let me just do
make the yeah. So
okay, I've got the 1 there. Now tell me what to do.
Now draw a rectangle, a 1 by 4, a 4 by 1 rectangle using X and Y. So 4 across and 1 up.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
And then beneath it, say on the right hand, so on the left hand side, sure. On the left hand side, draw a 3 by 1 that touches there.
I
and
see.
Then draw a 2.
Okay. Oh, Dave, this is very elegant of you. Okay, so if a grade 2 student who is struggling in math class comes up with this, then I will celebrate it publicly in front of the whole class. But if this is one of the top students in the class, then that is a private celebration for them, and it is not shared publicly. I'm all the time trying to celebrate those kids who are struggling. So this is, I think, a pretty good answer. Let's see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 walls. So that is a pretty good score. Yeah, I don't know if it's best. I love presenting puzzles that I don't know the solution to. So I don't know if 7 is as good as you can get. But I'm going to release you guys now into breakout rooms and for you guys to play with this puzzle. And there we go. I think we're going to have, let's have 6 breakout rooms. Go for 8. There's a lot of you. Okay, ready, and there we go. See you in 2 or 3 minutes.
Hello. I thought I'd join. No, we're getting more people coming into our breakout room. How are you, Delana? Sure.
I'm good.
So I guess he sent us a link that we're supposed to click to get, or a whiteboard to get is it the whiteboard that has the graph paper?
I think he sent an outside link.
An outside link, so I should go to the chat. The chat has a lot of stuff, doesn't it?
I think you can go to the whiteboard too.
You can go to the whiteboard too. All right. You know, to somebody else, I am possibly the worst person on moving Zoom here. Maybe, but yeah. So sure, and it's got little squares. So does somebody want to pick a collection of numbers to try to do, or maybe, or do you want me to pick a collect? You guys pick a collection of numbers. Oh, I'll break out rooms will close. So I would propose that the way we'd explore it, somebody would pick a set of numbers, and then a couple people would try to make their architecture floor plans and see where we end up.
Course, too short a time. That's of course too short a time for kids to really get into the puzzle, but it keeps the class exciting to make things really fast. The objective is not always to solve problems, but to have engagement and to have the energy level high in the classroom. So that's why I brought you back. Also, I'm sure that some of the groups have got questions. So rather than answer those questions myself, I'm going to leave and I'm going to let you guys discuss with each other, because I know that overall you guys are going to be understanding the problem. So I'm going to leave the chat here. I'm going to let somebody else share their screen, and you guys will figure it out together and answer your own questions. I'll come back in 2 or 3 minutes, and just to make sure everyone's on the same page.
And that means somebody has to take up the mantle of the whiteboard and the screen share or use a document camera. And I'll propose it should be one of the non-facilitators. So do we have a volunteer, or are we going to get a voluntold?
I'll volunteer.
Awesome. Thank you, Perfilia. So you're going to do a screen share. And one of the things about volunteering is you can just be the note taker. You can make other people give you questions. And
Can everybody see it?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
I was in this group with Perfilia, and by the time we got the sheet and we started, we ran out of time. So she just hurry up and started making lines and just wanted to have something on paper.
sure, it looks like what you've got is, does he just give you the area of the rooms, or does he give you the dimensions of the rooms in the puzzle?
I was thinking about the least number of walls. But like Joanne said, we realized we were running out of time, so I just started drawing anything.
Sure. Well, it looks like what you've got is one. So what are the areas of those 3 rectangles?
5 by 3. There's 2 5 by 3s and 1 3 by 4. So
Sure. So let's
42.
And will he allow you to change the dimensions when you want to get a 5 by 3? So could you make that into a 1 by 15 and count that as a similar room?
Okay, I'm going to say that David and I should both step away. It's up to you guys to figure it out. Were there any big questions? Shall we just go back into breakout rooms, or
Breakout rooms.
breakout rooms again?
Breakout
Okay.
room.
Yeah.
Okay. Often, stepping out of the room as a teacher, you are going to end up with some classes go chaotic, but other classes, you actually hear really good discussions among kids whenever you are not there as an authority figure. So again and again, I'm experimenting with that. I experiment sometimes by staying in the classroom, but pretending like I'm just over in the corner drinking my tea. So experiment.
A question real quick.
Yeah.
What is the exact problem you asked us to do? Because some of us are thinking we're doing the 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms with the least number of walls. And before you pop back in, the group that was presenting right now wasn't sure whether we were looking at the area within the walls or what.
Right. You are looking to make a school. One of the rooms in the school has to have area 1. One of the rooms in the school has to have area 2. One of the rooms in the school has to have area 2, 3, 4. Let's make it a little bit more exciting. 5 and 6 as well. Okay. So you're going to be making a school with 6 rooms, exactly 6 rooms, and of areas 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's the mission, and you are going to be trying to do that using the fewest number of walls possible. Good. Okay, let's open up the rooms again. So anyone else here? I'm happy to talk about anything else, or we can talk about this puzzle.
So Gord, you're muted.
Welcome back, everybody. So group 5, could you share your results? That's Anne, Margaret, Candace, Beggy, Joanne Smith, Patricia, Perfilia, Ski, and Utana. Can you guys share your screen? And yeah, okay. So tell me about this school that you created.
Okay. We made many changes. We wanted to go just straight across. I think we kept counting 10 walls. So this was our final one. We came up with nine walls.
So this, your idea of going straight across is a fantastic one, because you've not only solved 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but you can see, oh, I could solve for 6 and for 7 and for 8, and I can solve for any size of school.
Or using the same HQIM.
I can solve for any size of school. So sorry, Jason, go ahead.
There are 3
Jason, you're on. Okay. So if that come out in the classroom, yeah, that's something to celebrate, that general solution. So yeah, I might have asked for numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but you've of course thought, oh, we can do this for any size of school. So that's now I don't know if it's a good solution, but it's a solution that works for any size of school. Yeah, great. The group 4, there were a lot of groups that weren't functional, so I ended up just throwing everybody at room 4. So if you were if you were in a group that wasn't functional, you just ended up in room 4. So room 4 ended up to be huge. So I'm not going to name everybody in room 4, but it included Benash and Christopher Yahtzee and Claw and Lucinda and Pandora and Neffy. So if that group can share what your page was. So you did, tell me about it.
So we have 9 walls. We were thinking about that. In each one, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Then we said the classroom was the smallest room. So that's our class. That's our building.
And Claude, does this beat Perfilia's idea of a straight line? Or is that the same? So if you just drew 1 through 6, I don't know. Is it the same or is it better? Is it? Can you try drawing that?
I think it's about the same.
Yeah, it's about the same. But let's just check. I love not knowing the answers to these things. It's much more exciting for the students if you really don't know, and I really don't know which of these is a better solution. So that just makes it fun. You're all exploring together. The teacher's exploring, the students are exploring. Much more exciting than knowing the answer at the start. And of course, this puzzle, it's actually really tough, and I don't know the answer of the fewest number of walls. If you tell me for 20, for rooms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 20, I have no idea about the best answer. So let's see. So can you draw it, or can someone else just confirm, or can you all just grab that graph paper and just you can just.
I think I got 9. 9.
You got 9.
Yeah. If you do it on a line, 6 rooms in a line.
It was
Maybe
9 as well.
Both
And
are 9.
we did another one similar to this one that was also 9.
Okay. So we could say a hypothesis that we've got the best solution with 9. I don't know if that's true, but This looks pretty good, and the straight line one looked pretty good. I'll show you some ones that I was really happy with. So this is, just show you here. So this was a solution that I was quite happy with. So this is going from 1 to 9, and how many walls? 11 walls. So, and I also just like the look of it. I like these crazy rooms here, and it just looked efficient. And it turns out that this one is not, a student did beat me on this one. So this is not as good as you can get. So 11 walls can be beaten. I don't know how good you can get, but you can beat 11 walls going from 1 to 9. Okay, Dave, how long do I have? I forget the schedule.
I'll open up the schedule. I suppose I should have
I think I
set a timer.
He
So,
has half an hour longer.
half an hour. Okay. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take a break now from the mathematics, and I'm going to talk, I'm just going to work with you guys. Let's just talk about pedagogy. What are your challenges in the math classroom? And this kind of puzzle for higher grades, you are looking for children to come up with ideas about general structures. Like how is this, if I ask for to solve from 1 to 10, how good can they do? But can they also extend, like Perfilia's idea about this single line? So let's talk about pedagogy, any challenges that you have in the classroom, and then let's go back to either this one or a different math puzzle. Again, maybe Dave and I are getting in the way, and maybe it's good for you guys just to talk among yourselves. So maybe I'm just going to, is it good for me to step away? I think so. So talk among yourselves for 3 minutes. I will be back in 3 minutes. And Dave, you go for a tea break as well. And just let's just talk about pedagogy, and I'll be back in 3 minutes.
One of the discussions we had in our group was whether a small or first grade teacher was saying whether her first grade students could do this. Because we see that it's more geared toward upper elementary. And the concept of putting these, we thought of probably like just using blocks, because I know that there are prerequisites in order in doing math. I may be wrong, but I know that there's certain prerequisites that they need to know in order to go to the next level. But with geometry, I think it's just exploring at the lower level, because they have to identify various shapes. And I think this would be one way at the lower grades. Just my thoughts.
As an upper level teacher with this problem, I can take it as an extension to have it for both the arithmetic sequencing and also for finding a linear equation that fits that arithmetic sequencing. So yeah, it can be used as an upper level adaptation as well. But I think, like you said, using blocks, having it so that they've got don't they have centimeter cubes that snap together?
Yes, I can't remember the program that uses this.
I was just thinking, if I was going to teach it to younger kids like kindergarten or first grader, because I have a couple of grandnephews that, snapping centimeter cubes together, they can do them any direction so that they can build the rooms the size they need to. So it lets them discover, you know, whether they want to build an angle into it, whether they want a cube or whatever, and having that so that they can do it, so they can manipulate it, like you said, would be a lot easier than having them try to draw it.
One of the joyous things about Zoom is that you can pretend to step away from tea. And in fact, of course, you're just listening off to the side. So I did catch all of that. Grade 1 students, I think, can tackle this, but you're right, they can't draw it. So for grade 1, this would be a whole classroom activity. It might be 10 minutes long. And you are counting rooms. You're okay, this room here has got how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's got 6. So we can't have another 6. So you're presenting it in a very different way. The arithmetic sequences that Stephanie, you were talking about, absolutely. I find this problem very, very interesting because the arithmetic sequences are good, but they're not optimal. And so you have this brilliant combination of, oh, I've got a pretty good solution, but it's not the best solution. And the best solution, no one has, I came up with this problem about 3 months ago, and no one has so far found an optimal way to describe these beautiful patterns. Yeah. Yeah, so next puzzle. Let's go to something totally different. I am going to share again. Okay. So this puzzle, I call Pinocchio's Playmates. And this is one of the original pictures of Pinocchio from I think the 1880s. And of course, Pinocchio is a liar, okay? And his nose gets longer whenever he lies. Kids still enjoy that playful person. So here we go. This is Pinocchio's classroom whenever he goes to school. And of course, he convinces a lot of the kids around him in that classroom to be liars, unfortunately. And so each of these children, we are going to color code. We're either going to make them green for they're always going to tell the truth, or we're going to make them red. And the red ones are going to be the ones that lie. So I'm first of all just going to say if I was going around my classroom, I would be asking each child to say, okay, is this person a liar or a truth teller? So again, I don't want to explain the rules. I want to get engagement. And if they just choose, there's no right or wrong answer here. I'm just asking them. So is this person going to be a truth teller? Okay, is this person going to, Susie, what do you think? Is this person going to be a truth teller? And I just go right around the whole classroom and get them to say truth teller or liar. And we're going to end up with something like this. Okay. So some of them, here we go. Make these ones the truth tellers. Okay. So we're going to end up with some pattern of students sitting in this classroom, liars and truth tellers. And I am telling you that whenever the teacher comes into this classroom, she asks a simple question. She asks, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people like yourself? By beside, I mean up, down, left, right. Are you sitting beside exactly 2 people like yourself? and everybody in the classroom raises their hand. Okay, so this person is sitting beside exactly 2 reds. Uh-oh, this person is a liar, but they have their hand raised saying that they are sitting beside exactly 2 people like themselves. So already we know that there's something wrong. This is not the pattern in the classroom. This person, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people that are truth tellers? This person will raise their hand and say yes. And yes, this person is. So this person's okay. This person is a truth teller and they will raise their hand. Will this person raise their hand? Now let's see. This person is a liar. The teacher asks, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people like yourself? And they say, oh yes, I am. Now it's a lie, but they've raised their hands because they're a liar. Okay, so this is a challenge. Can we come up with some pattern that works so that everyone is raising their hand? Let's go to a smaller one here. So can I, Edrose and Lavelle, can you guys come up with some pattern here? I could name these. Yeah, I could name them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, there we go. So Lavelle and Edrose, can you tell me what combination of reds and greens you want to try here so that everyone is going to be raising their hands? Not easy, but we'll try. Okay. So yeah,
1,
yeah, 1,
5, and 7.
and what color? Are they truth tellers or are they liars?
Liars.
Okay, and we'll make all of the other ones truth tellers. There we go. So this person is lying. They raise their hand. I am sitting beside exactly 2 people like myself. 2 and 4. So this person's basically saying that 2 and 4 are liars. So yeah, I'm sitting beside exactly 2 people who are liars. This person also has their hand raised. Yeah, I'm sitting exactly between 2 people who are liars. That's a lie. So they have their hands raised. This person also, yeah, I'm sitting beside. So the red ones all have their hands raised. Number 3, Dinah, is number 3 going to have their hand raised or not? This is a truth teller. And the teacher's asking, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people that are like you?
That one would be a true.
Yeah. And this person's telling the truth. So they raise their hand. Yeah, I'm sitting beside exactly 2 people who are like me. 2 and 6 are like 3. So exactly. So this one's also good. What about 6? Oh yeah, 6 is sitting beside exactly 2 people. Oh, but 2. Here we have a truth teller. Are they going to raise their hand whenever the teacher says, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people who are telling the truth?
No.
Mr. Gordon, are
Yeah.
1 and 5 considered sitting next to 2?
Yeah, so 1 and 5 and 3 are all sitting next to 2. And so the teacher asks, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people who sit like who are like you?
So this one would be false.
Yeah, so number 2 keeps their hand down. So this is not a solution to the puzzle because one person doesn't have their hand up. Yeah. So it's not easy to figure out how are we going to solve this? Does this solve it? If we have everyone as a truth teller?
No, because number 5 is by 4 truth tellers.
Yeah, number 5 is, are you sitting beside exactly 2 people like you? No, number 5 is having their hand down because they're sitting beside 4 people like themselves. So that is not a solution.
So
Yeah.
can we have 5 as a red? Would that work?
Let's check. And no, that doesn't work. Oh, maybe it does. So Edros, what I just did there is an example of one of the pedagogic techniques that I really love to do. And that is disagreeing with a student, especially a struggling student, whenever they are correct. Okay, you are correct here. This is a solution to the puzzle. But I disagreed with you at the start just for 2 seconds. Okay, and what does that do? That takes you as being the teacher, a power figure in the classroom. It takes you a step back and say, just relax. Okay, you actually did better than I did there. Okay, so that's a little 2-second pedagogic technique that I really encourage you to explore. But yeah, this looks good because number 1 has their hand up. They're sitting beside exactly 2 greens. Number 2, sitting beside exactly 2 greens all the way around. And the red one in the middle, they're going to say, yeah, I'm sitting beside exactly 2 people like myself as well, because they're lying. Yeah. So that was a very, very nice, nice solution. Okay, I am going to share this, and you guys can jump in. And whenever you get this presentation, if you can just go up here and go to File and go to Make a Copy. That way, you will be able to just play around on it. I've made a whole bunch of slides of the 4x4, and that's the one I want you to work on. Is there a solution for a 4x4 class where everyone is going to have their hands raised?
Are you going to send us the link to that?
Yeah, I'm going to send it right now. So here we go. Copy link. And let's just stop sharing my screen and put this in the chat. There we go. So now the breakout rooms didn't work really well last time. There were a lot of people that didn't engage. So I'm going to make a lot fewer breakout rooms. I think I'm just going to make 3 this time. So just go back and just make 3. So hopefully this time this is going to work better. You're going to be with other people who are engaged with it. So there we go. We have now got 3 breakout rooms, giant breakout rooms, and go forth and explore Pinocchio's Playmates.
I wasn't given an option to join a breakout room.
Oh, that's weird. So we can just do it right here. So I seem to have everyone in a breakout room, so I'm not sure exactly what went wrong, but we can, anyone who's here, we can just jump right in.
Okay, and then I'm on a phone, so I'm not able to pull up those documents.
Oh, okay. I can, is there anyone else here who would like to take control? Otherwise, I'm happy to. Or I think I can force you into a room here, Farah. Just let me try forcing you in.
Okay, because right when I was going to go to collect the option to join a breakout room, it just appeared.
Oh, that's strange. Sorry, this is taking longer than I planned. And
That's okay.
you're off. Yep. Good. It worked. Good. Is anyone else here active and wants to join a room and is having problems? Okay, I'm just going to take a quick browse through the rooms, make sure everything's okay.
Gordon, you've been on mute since we came back.
Oh, goodness me. Group number one, that is Anne, Arlene, Brad, Carol, and E. Forrester and Francie. Could you share your screen and anything you guys have discovered? Is that good? Christine and Latanya and Lavelle, do you have anything to show?
Problem. Mm-mm.
Shall we go on to room 2? So that's Belinda and Candace and Sichi and Christopher and Claw. Do you guys?
Okay, we did ours, but I think somebody has it. Hello, my group.
Whoever has it.
Ophelia has it.
We did do it. Let's just.
Yeah. I shared it. Go ahead,
Okay.
Chi.
Oh. Well, this is, I think we're supposed to do the 4x4. And this is the best that we could come up with. We have 1, 10, 7, and 16 as liars. And all the other green, they should all have someone sitting next to them that is of the same. Okay, I don't know if you can find anything wrong with that. I didn't, or we didn't. This is what we did.
Can group 1 find a mistake in there? Here's answer.
There is there a mistake? Well, 1, 7,
Yeah.
10, 16 do not have, they don't have anyone on both sides, just one side for 10 and 7.
So whenever you experience a lack of confidence in your classrooms, you're really wanting to just take a step back and relax and make sure that the student gets to a point of confidence. So this is exactly a right solution. But it shouldn't come from me, okay? And it shouldn't come from you as the teacher. You want to just take your time and let other students say, you can even ask, find the error in this result. And so you're framing it in a way that you're hinting that an error exists. Now, an error doesn't exist, but you hint at it. And that's a nice way so that the students never trust you. Whenever you say, yeah, can you find the error? Go and find the error.
Oh.
And you ask, so you're playing all the time with expectations so that the students can't trust you.
Okay.
Absolutely. So that is a great solution. Did anyone play with 5x5 or 4x5 or any other size?
This is all we have. I don't know if somebody else wants to share.
First, we did all the way around the outside, and then we had to step back and look at it and ask, is 5 next to somebody the same kind, but 6 and then the middle was green, 6, 7, 10, 11. So we found that didn't work out. We made a lot of changes, and this is the one that we finally settled with. And I was the one doing changing the colors. So it was hard for me to take a good look at it, and the team is the one that was telling me what to change. So that's what helped.
Also, we had to ask what green had to be by 2 green so they can be truthful, and the red had to it was okay for red to be liars.
They had to be liars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is perfect. Yeah. Good. Marge, tell me what you've found. For me, I have red in the middle. Oh, so the whole middle part was red and then all around was green. Is that right? So this is Marge's idea now, I think. Oh, you're having problems with your phone. So that's fine.
This is Suzanne. I was the one to tell Ophelia what to do here. I went and did red all the way around on the outside, and then 6, 7, 10, and 11 were green. But then I was not understanding that red were the liars and the green were the truthful. So then had them change it to the other way. But then the liars were being truthful when I had them sitting next to each other. So we had to really figure out who's not going to sit by each other. We at the end we did put 13 and 4 as red too, but then somebody asked, wouldn't 3 have another one next to it? And so okay, so we just changed the 4 and the 13 back to green, and we settled with this.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Group,
Took a lot of.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Group 3, this will be the last call out, and then we're going to move on to the next person. Andres, Anjali, Benash, Catherine, Daisy, Daniel. If you guys want to share something, go for it. Okay, well, that's the end of the talk, and happy to talk anytime about pedagogy. I'm coming down to Page at the end of June, so I will meet some of you there, I hope. So I'll be doing that for a week. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Gord.